what happened was I had a dream last night about that too, my intuition, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, it was a crazy dream. I was like, with I was in a party. It was a big ass house party, and essentially what happened was, uh, uh, it was all like my college partners and shit. You feel me? And we was just kicking it heavy. And in that college party, I guess house party it was, because it was a big ass house, and we was just doing our thing. And essentially, the whole time in the dream, I didn't have a drink. And I didn't drink nothing. I was just, kind of sober and just enjoying my time and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, okay, what is that? And, in college, that's all we used to do was drink. You feel me? Like over and over and over again. There was no holds barred on that thing. And I didn't have no drink. And then I finally, at the end of my dream, I found a cup. I seen a cup. I found it. And it was a drink. It was some drink.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to go
I
pick it up.
double cup.
I went to go pick it up, and I woke up.
Word. So it was a double cup.
Nah, I just went to go pick it up, and I woke up, and I said, "Man, what the fuck was that?" And I said, "Oh, I ain't supposed to drink today on my birthday."
Mm.
I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be sober the whole day." I said, "Oh, okay, bet. Thank you, Spirit." What's up, y'all? What's the deal, family? So now, D Ray, she gonna take me on some kind of wild adventure, and I'm gonna be sober than a motherfucker.
Just observing. Nice.
Just observe it. Just observe it. Peace to the family. Peace to the squad. I see y'all in here. What's up, Patreon family? What's up, family on the YouTube? Yeah, it is my Earth Strong Day. Earth Strong Day. You'll see me. You feel me? To come into America, Hakeem. Prince Hakeem. Yeah, it is my birthday. See, I'm just talking to my 80s babies, man. Y'all might not know about that. You feel me? Y'all 90s babies is out of there, boy. Y'all 90s babies is something different. Ain't you? You a 90s baby, huh, Pacho? Y'all 90s babies is different, boy. Chaos in the blood. Hey, that
91. After 91, something went wrong.
We're going to say after 92.
Okay, after 92, something went off.
Something
They
went
went
off after
stale.
92.
Man, that 90s. And then 90s is 30. You know what I was looking at? Because I always do this. Let me see if I can find one. Let's see. Let me show y'all this real quick. What would it be called? It's called Ebony Magazine. Ebony Magazine. August 1985. That's me. Ebony Magazine. You know I'm a god, nigga. Look at that. Blacks in the future. Where will you be in the year 2000? That's me, baby. Chaos in the blood.
Me and Pacho can't see it.
Oh, y'all can't see it?
Oh, remember? Yeah, we can't see what you
yeah.
post on YouTube or whatever.
Damn, y'all might
or you share the screen.
Y'all might have to go to the Zoom link or something. Don't worry, I'm gonna figure out how to do that because
you could put it in the chat. There's this chat that it goes between us.
Okay, babe. If you could put the Zoom link in the chat, that would be perfect. Tell me, y'all in the comments. Tell me y'all birthday. What's up, Patreon family? What's up, y'all? What's good?
Babe, I don't think we can be on Zoom and StreamYard at the same time.
Well, how am I on
I'm
Zoom?
saying you put the post. Is it like a link, like a image link or something?
No, but babe, if you share everything from StreamYard, Zoom will pick it up.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah, that's right. I gotta share from StreamYard. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try that again. Dear. There you go. Let me try that again. Okay. Let me see how I could do this. Boom. Okay, y'all can see this, huh?
Yep, we in there.
Yep, got it.
Blacks in the future.
Oh,
Where
that's
will we be in the year 2000? Chaos in the blood, baby.
go to October 92.
October 92.
Look at that. You're right. After 92.
Let's see what the 92 hitting for.
Oh, no
Ooh,
wonder you was an athlete, babe. That's
Ooh,
dope. The
look
year of the
at
black
that.
out of
woman.
this
Hey,
world.
that's spiritual, baby.
Wow.
That
Hey,
is
that's why I gotta serve.
Yo.
I gotta serve women.
black women, nigga. Look at
Wow.
Black
that.
That's
women.
dope. That
What?
is yo.
That is the
Go ahead,
That's
Pacho. Let's see
gangster.
yours.
so. But nah, this is dope,
Mine?
babe. We gotta
Yes, just the month and the year.
just a
I need
month
to
in the
print that
year.
out,
uh-uh.
huh, babe?
We gonna do that in the back end.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
look,
okay.
Pacho say
Don't worry
back
about
end.
it.
All right, Pacho.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. I ain't, don't worry about it. Somebody else put a month and year in the comments. Let me see. Come on,
Pacho
Nah,
don't
baby.
play
but
about her
D-Ray, that's
privacy.
gangster. That's
Oh,
that's
that
gangster,
is.
You
D-Ray.
gotta
That's
get this
gangster.
magazine, babe. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I'm
Man, go
telling you.
ahead and find it on
That's
eBay. I'm gonna have to go find it on eBay somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna find this
that's
shit.
That's it
gangster.
right there.
Okay, there goes Shakila. Wait,
You
Shakila
gotta make
been
her a t-shirt. You gotta make her a t-shirt with this. This is just dope.
Ooh,
That's just
yes,
too dope.
Pacho.
That's gangster.
Shakila is what is that?
That's it for
February?
real.
February. Don't worry about my spelling, y'all. Y'all tripping.
February
90,
always been hard to spell.
91. Shakila got some old people on her shit. She tripping. I don't know who
Who
that
the hell
is.
is that?
Who's it? I can't even see the
Shakila
fuck.
gonna have to get deeper into it says sex and the modern black couple. Hey, Shakila,
Ooh.
sex magic, baby.
It's
It
Black
goes
Love, Black History.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
Mm.
get our mind out together. Black love and Black history. Yeah, go down.
Nice.
All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Yeah, I like this. It's kind of dope. I like this.
Yeah, it's a
Keon,
divination tool.
let's do Keon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just pick. I'm picking random ones, man. Y'all know how it go. Oh wait, August, and y'all can do your own. Just put in Ebony Magazine. The drug crisis. That's what I'm talking about, baby. It go down. You feel me,
Who's this for?
Keon?
I
It go
don't
down. The
see.
drug crisis.
I want to see one more. I want to see because Ebony still makes it magazines, right?
I don't think so. I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I think they got bought up by what's it called?
Essence.
No, damn, what's that company? Because the company that ended up buying Essence, y'all gonna have to give me a minute. I'll remember. But yeah, they got bought out by a bigger publishing house.
I wonder what was they last year.
Let's do this one. Let's do R. Riley. We'll do this one, the last one. July 68.
Ooh, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh man,
Okay. I don't know who that is, but it's going Lena Horne. Oh, okay, damn.
beautiful.
It go down. It go down. Yeah, it was interesting. We was doing that KaMaLa thing, right? We was doing that KaMaLa build. And hold on, let me stop share. And essentially, um, in the KaMaLa build, I went to do some further research, and she had bought out. And what's up, family? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, man? Hey, look, this is Dream Current. Dream Current. We waiting for Morris to come on in, but y'all know what it is. Dream Current. We got the goddess Pacho in the building. Say what's up to the family, Pacho.
What's up, y'all? Happy Flashback Friday and happy birthday, Dream.
Ashe, Ashe. And we got the queen, D Ray. Say what's up, babe.
Hey y'all, and happy birthday to ya.
Huh.
Happy birthday to ya.
I got all these.
Happy birthday.
I got I got all these texts. Hey, I got
She
all these
all
texts.
serenading you. Look at that. She's serenading you with that voice. Ew.
I'm telling you, I got
Right?
all these texts this rising. I got all these texts rising from like some of my hood partners, my brother and shit, my mama. All this deep emotional shit. I'm like, dog. I said, I'm thinking like, dog. I'm waking up. It's another day. You feel me? I'm
Stop
glad to
fighting
have
me.
known you for 39 years and this. I'm like, I ain't reading. Hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? The love is appreciated, but god damn. I'm happy that you are still alive and we're blessing and Jesus is gonna bless. I said, hey, say that
Let them
shit.
celebrate you.
No, I know. I just had to let it go and just be like, whew. It's the same thing that happened on Christmas and all of that stuff. You'd be like, all right, man, y'all niggas get here. But I appreciate all the
Okay.
love, family. I appreciate all the love. I see all the birthday wishes. And what's up, Patreon family? Y'all in here on the Zoom. Say what's up, man. Y'all can speak. What is the word, baby? Hey, it go down.
Strong dream, all the best for your birthday, man.
Ashe, Kwame, Ashe, I appreciate it. What's up, Kwame, Barbara, Brianna, Cassandra, Cece, Celeste, Georgia, Kirby, Orion, we in here. Your sub, Island Girl, Titus, Tashawn, Tawanda, Tamara, Super Saiyan, Rodney, Rising Vibes, we all in here. Yeah, look, Brianna, what's up, Brianna? So what was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh, no.
KaMaLa, she
The
bought
KaMaLa
something.
thing. So you remember when Lindsay was doing the KaMaLa thing in the book club? She broke it down beautifully. She said the Ka is spirit, the Ma is matter or Mother Earth, and then the La is essentially the third eye when you really get down with the fold. You feel me? So that was heavy that she put that all together. And then when she broke down the last name, I was like, oh shit, okay. So what'd she say about the last name? Harris. She said, what'd she say? Let me look at the
It's
name.
basically the rising sun.
Oh, that's what she said. She tried to do the Ra thing, Ra him thing. So essentially, this divine feminine energy is here and alive, strong. And I looked more into it. This girl, KaMaLa Harris, bought Nina Simone whole catalog. I said, "Oh, that's some deep ass shit." Now I don't know if she strong armed it or whatever. You feel me? But that's some powerful shit when you get off of the emotionalism of it and look at it as a spiritual message, right? Because remember, this is illusion, and we're just all energy signatures explaining stuff to each other when we're in this sphere of seeing people, meeting people, whatever, right? So for instance, I'm a symbol to all of y'all that's listening to me, right? I represent something, I might represent chaos, I might represent funny spiritual nigga, I might represent, whatever, right? I represent something to y'all in an energy signature, right? Same thing with Pacho and D-Ray and Morris, right? So understanding that you're not a real thing or person, then you can get off of the emotionalism of it, right? And look at everybody as information. Information. That's it. Just information. So when I seen KaMaLa purchase Nina Simone catalog, I said, "Oh, nigga, oh happy day." If y'all don't know, let's go back to it. I said, "Oh happy day." I'm an information junkie, so that's what I'm talking about. That type of thing. You feel me? Nina Simone. Let's say quotes real quick.
Nina would be 91 right now.
91. That's deep. Yeah, so what's the math on that? What's the science on that? Hold on, let me pull this off so y'all can see it. Um, okay, boom. Let's get to it. I tell you what freedom is to me, no fear. Nina Simone used to bring that heat, babe. Remember we watched that documentary on Nina Simone? Absolutely fire.
Yeah, yeah, she's super powerful. You know, she really carries a lot of warrior goddess type energy, a lot of fearless energy, which is what made her so powerful, you know, when she sang and, you know, just the things that she stood for. So I
Yeah.
have a picture of Nina Simone actually on one of my altars, funny enough.
Damn, so you about to vote for KaMaLa,
I,
huh?
I ain't say all of that, but yeah, I got a picture on the altar.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? Say, do your thing. I won't judge you if you go out and vote. You get that I just voted sticker and shit. Looking crazy, boy. Don't put that on our car. Hell
Man,
no.
listen, I've never voted. I've
That's
never
why.
voted. Even when I was able to vote for Barack, I didn't even vote. So
I think that was the only time I voted. I was in college. How old was I when Barack? I think I was like 20 or some shit. And niggas was just going, it was just doing that nigga shit in college, right? In a small country town. And
and you was at an HBCU, so you know you had to
oh
fall
yeah,
in
that
line.
shit was up, right? But then look, it was in the country where there was like KKKs and shit like that. So oh, hold on, I did something wrong. Hold on, let me get y'all back right, Patreon family. We back on. So I had I had went out and voted on some black shit. You feel me, nigga? But we was in a KKK town, country, crazy as shit. It's Hawkins, Texas, like some real racist shit. Nigga, Barack got voted in. Nigga, we went to the like local. We didn't. It wasn't the local, but it was like in the town because we always went out to eat and shit. You feel me? I think it was like a Applebee's or some shit like that. Nigga, them white people was mad. I ain't never. I said, God damn. And at the time, shit, and you seeing a whole bunch. We hood niggas too in college, crazy as shit, big and shit. Nigga, we went because we just used to go out and eat or whatever, right? We went out that same day he got voted in, not even thinking about it. All these white people was looking at us like we was some kind of enemy of the state. I said, God damn, that's some crazy shit, boy. I could not believe it. So yeah, that KaMaLa thing is interesting, and that divine feminine energy coming into the rise in this particular time is a symbol for us to get on our magic, to get on mama magic, to really get into the intuitive nature of us. I tell people this all the time. Like D-Ray, she'll be talking some intellectual shit, and then boom, she'll see a butterfly and say, "Oh, look at that butterfly." She'll just forget everything she just said. Be off in la la land, boy. And that's really the essence of divine feminine energy, right? Not necessarily being stuck in a particular uh literal or logical linear way of thinking, but moving how the wind blows, right? Being intuitively uh inspired and motivated by the air. You feel me? Motivated by the energy that's encompassing you, right? See, with the man, we just got to get up and just get to it, whatever we feel like it or not. We just got to get to it. You feel me? Not showing no emotions, just be real robotic. With the feminine energy, they sleep all day. Sleep. You feel me? Sleep all day and shit. My daughter, she still don't want to wake up for school. She sleep till goddamn. I trying to wake her up. She get out like, nigga, why are you bothering me, peasant? She look at me like, you the worst.
You know, I was just watching something last night, a discussion about this whole feminine movement, and it was so interesting how one of these ladies was breaking down how she observed the fact that a lot of women don't support other women if they not on they like boss chick type movement. Like if a woman is not owning her own business, you know, if she single and doing her own thing, if she, you know, I run my own life, oh, we all support it. Like women support that. But right when a woman is like, I want to be a traditional type woman, right? I want to just be a stay-at-home mom, take care of the kids, have a husband, you know, not really work and cook and clean. If she wants to be that type of woman, that's not really supported.
Mm.
And I thought that was an interesting conversation because I have seen stuff like that to where it's like, if you are a mom or like a stay-at-home mom or a wife, then you probably, you know, you get it. But then on the opposite side, the go-getter woman, right? We respect and honor that too. Has that been something that y'all have observed? Like there's this lady on Instagram called Nara something, and she's a wife and a mom, and she home makes her cereal and makes homemade soda, and she does the most, but she's getting a lot of ridicule for being that type of woman.
For being that nurturing spirit. Yeah, I get it.
So
You know, it's interesting, especially today being the Beauty and the Beast day. And yes, it's Beauty and the Beast based off of the Leo lion energy is the beast. And then the Virgo virgin energy is the beauty, right? So when you really look at it, I'm a Beauty and the Beast character. I need to put that movie up somewhere and turn up. Uh, essentially, you know, the times have made the female energy more I guess more into their masculine nature, just based off of how society has been moving into the influx of like, nigga, you damn near have to have two people bringing in a paycheck. So you know, the real gnosis and the real game, and Panic talked about this in his book, in his new book. What was the new book called, y'all? I forgot already. Damn, we read it, but whatever. In his new book, which I should have up here somewhere, he talked about the nature and the aspect of the feminine kind of bringing forth the wisdom to the household, the wisdom or the nurturing or creative spirit to the household, which is important because, you know, as the guys, we kind of lose our way in that aspect of just going out to hunt. If somebody doesn't cook up the meal that was hunted, right, i.e. the money that you're bringing in, fellas, or uh, the particular ideas that you're bringing forth to the household, if somebody doesn't cook it up and bring it into a certain wisdom perspective, then essentially it might not fall into the understanding. You feel me? It might not fall into a space of uh, completeness or wholeness, right? So, you know, that's kind of like the lens you have to look at this world in. How do we balance ourselves out and come into that particular genius with the masculine and feminine principles? Go ahead, Pacho, get it in. Let me find this book.
Yeah, I think in terms of that, I really feel like, you know, as we see, we're in the age of Aquarius, you know, we're moving in with like, you know, the whole discussion we had with the book club, how basically we're in that sphere of Binah, which is understanding. So it's not remiss that right now what's happening is that women who are tapping back into that, you know what I mean, and understanding the power of that, cultivating that, they're being ridiculed because of a lot of trauma, you know, and it's by design. Because what's the best way to make sure that, you know, something that Malcolm X said, a nation can rise no higher than its women. So how do you keep patriarchy in tow? You understand what I'm saying? Like these, like when you understand the cycles that we undergo, you understand how everything is premeditated. So if we're going to keep this locked down, where only a subset are going to be able to, I guess, lock and load into, you know, evolving and upgrading. How do we keep the masses locked down? Well, we switch the roles, right? You understand what I'm saying? So that's literally what's done. And it's based off of, when you really look at it, it's based off of trauma. So with D-Ray's example of, you know, the woman who's actually, I just want to be quote unquote traditional. I just want to be exactly what I was born into, the energy I'm tapping in. That's it. I think a lot of the time you realize the polarity of thinking that people have. You know, you can understand it based off of a trauma response of, you know, back just what in the 70s, women weren't really allowed to have bank accounts. A woman couldn't, and this isn't even talking about, you know, Black women, Nubian women, melanin, whatever, even quote unquote Caucasian woman, you know, the paragon of virtue, she's property to her patriarchal society. She couldn't own anything. So it got pushed of, you know, working 9 to 5, all of that, working women being independent, because white women are infantilized by patriarchy standards, you know? So it's a thing where you can start to understand on a cultural, you know, zeitgeist shift, why now it's like we finally have our power back, quote unquote. What we're told is our power, right? Which is I can now go toe to toe with a man in terms of going out and working, where that's not really where the woman's power is. The woman's power is in money management, yeah, because money is feminine, economy is feminine. So yes, that's our power. So the woman staying at home, and like you're saying, you go out, the men go get the product, bring it back. You know what I mean? The woman turns it into what it's supposed to be. She will multiply that shit into what it's supposed to be. So that lady staying at home, cooking, cleaning, making soda from scratch. Yeah, we have to, because the shit right now is full of preservatives and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And I do the same. You know what I mean? You have children. I'm sorry, but to me, I just feel like if you can't do it, it's understandable, but it's nothing to ridicule. So the women who are ridiculing, it's just a whole bunch of trauma. It's a whole bunch of hurt. And that's what we have on both sides, where, you know, men, it's like, oh, patriarchy has done such a good game on like a lot of the men now. It's like they're resting in their feminine. What are you going to do for me? You know, because I see my father be like used by my mother. You know what I mean? Like chicks having babies for like, you know, a check and da 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 da. You go out and work. Let's do this 50. You know what I mean? So it's just a whole bunch of trauma responses. But we got to understand, like, this shit is part of the game, you know? And for women, you don't have to have it this or that. You could have both. Same way for men. And that's the balance in terms of we should have evolved to the point where our masculine and feminine within ourselves individually is at such a mature spiritual level of, you know, harmony, where we're whole people coming together. We're not half of one whole. We're literally two wholes coming together to hold a roof. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? So that's really the space we have to get into.
Yeah, no, that's fly. That's fly. Yeah, that's right. And it is understanding the masculine and feminine energies inside of you to create the whole, the holistic experience inside of you, so you can come into order, right? Out of chaos comes order. So, you know, you might have these chaotic thoughts and this egoic energy that drives you to you know, be out of whack, be kind of in disorder and disarray. Potentially the chaos is good because you can, you know, you can spark new ideas and new opportunities out of it, new adventures. But essentially, to bring it back into the fold, you're going to have to balance that shit out. So balancing out your chakras, family, I'm telling you, is so important. Balancing out and ridding yourself of these human emotions is the key to having a clear mind and move into a space of being powerful instead of being, in a disarray space where you're just walking around the earth traumatized. Speaking of trauma, let me show y'all this video that I just seen. It was absolutely fire. I have to share it. Watch this.
To tell me how to change my belief system so I can finally fulfill my true potential. Everybody says something different. Please tell me. I could tell you, but why don't we just visit your belief system? What do you mean visit my beliefs? What the just happened? Jeremy, this is Paul. Your procrastination belief system. You're not ready yet. You're not good enough. You need to heal your trauma first before you can start your podcast. You're right. You're right. I have to heal my trauma first. We have to go to another self-help seminar. Yes, we cannot start our podcast yet or the videos because they're gonna judge us. They're gonna judge us like back in the day in school. Do you remember? Wait a second. You're not Paul. That's right, Jeremy. That's 7-year-old you. Wait, are you telling me that my belief system is me as a 7-year-old? Yeah, you can say that. Or you can say it's the programming of a 7-year-old trying to avoid the trauma that experienced it back in the day. The belief system is not me thinking. It's a program that's running from back in the day to keep me from situations that it deems dangerous. I'm just trying to protect us. No, but you're not protecting us. We're missing out on the life that we want to live. But you keep showing me that it's dangerous. How? I don't understand. How do I show you that it's still dangerous? You keep listening to me. You keep avoiding doing your podcast. You keep avoiding building your business. It must be dangerous because you're avoiding it. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm the adult now. I'm supposed to take you by the hand. No, you cannot go. We're not ready yet. You're not good enough. No, I give you more anxiety. It's okay. You can scream. You can give me anxiety. Come on, I'll take you. You're allowed to scream. You're allowed to give me anxiety. And we're gonna do the action anyway. 2 months in the future. What happened? Jeremy, nice podcast. We did it. Where's Paul? Jeremy, we did it. We're amazing. We're geniuses. We're amazing. More confidence to you. I'm sorry I threw up on you the last 2 months and I gave you so much anxiety. But we did it. I didn't know. I'm a child. You took me by the hand. I know. I let a 7-year-old drive the car of my life. I should have taught you. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry. Wait, but who are you? Would it be crazy to believe that you are my little child?
Chaos
like
in the
that.
blood, baby. Chaos in the blood. Yeah, that's fly. I said, oh, the white boy did it. And see, that's some creative stuff that we want to understand within ourselves, right? Like you have because this is what I was telling Pacho when we was coming on, right? I said, I'm about to be 40 next year. You feel me? 40 years old. And essentially, and what's up, Morris? What's the deal, baby? It go down.
Yo.
And essentially, when I turn 40, right? If we just look at the outlook of life or the life expectancy, right? 40 more years to 80 is a long ass time. God damn. Could you, hey, 40 more years, baby. That shit. Now, like it's a mind fuck because it's like life goes fast, but then it's so fucking long. You like, God damn. I might be on this bitch for another 40. Higher self willing. Or even 60. Think about 60, and then don't let them give us some pill that says, hey, you can live until 200. Nigga might take that hoe just to see what the future look like. Ha! Chaos in the blood, baby. But no, so now you look at it, you be like, oh shit. If I got 40, and I'm pretty sure most of my family out here is around their 40s, 35, 30. I do got some young guys in here, 20 and shit. They 20, they got 80 more years on this thing. But you look at it and you be like, nigga, I ain't gonna sit at no damn job until I'm what's the retirement age now? 60, 75, 67?
But the crazy thing is about it is that my parents, they just now are starting to really live their life. They 56. They just now starting to, like my mom, she going on vacations multiple times a year. My daddy, he go on a vacation every other
month. Yeah.
Now getting to that point at 56. So that's what makes you consider, like, what is age and what is time, because they just now are in a space where they have made enough money or are making enough money right now to where they get to enjoy their lives.
Right.
So they just getting started. They want more of that.
Right. And I think the biggest thing is that people feel like they're going to live forever. So my thing is, why don't you start whatever is on your heart right now? Just like that video just showed us. Run the play and just see what happens. Because look, even in 10 years from now, nobody ain't going to remember that shit. You think people watch my damn first video from, I started YouTube, 6 years ago now? You think people watching that first damn video I did? Hell nah, boy. I just jumped out there and did so. I said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. I don't even give a fuck. And now, 6 years later, just being, just doing my thing, just living in that kind of truth, here I am with family and friends that I can confide in, that I can build with, right? The Patreon family, y'all in YouTube and stuff like that, who has the like-minded understanding of this is about spiritual work and spiritual kung fu at the end. Look, that's what I was explaining to one of the young guys I had a consultation with. I said, nigga, just do the work now, right? And then in 5 years from now, you won't even have to, you probably be such a different person that you don't even remember that spiritual work. You be like, damn, oh, okay, see, look, this is what I'm saying. I'm going to do a build on this, right? I just started back working out maybe 90 days ago, 3 months ago, and I'm going to do something on this, right? And, I used to work out like crazy back in the day when I was doing drugs and shit. Absolutely amazing to be that young, doing so much drugs and still working out on some big Debo shit. But some of the spiritual messages that I've been receiving in going back to the gym and working out has been absolutely off the chain. And shit, it's just been 90 days. So now, the 90 days ain't really that long, right? So now just imagine how much spiritual downloads and transmissions I get in a year of working out. Absolutely amazing. So I just want to encourage the family, look, whatever you've been putting off, maybe you said I need to get back in the gym, whatever it has been, right? You have to just make up your mind and get it done. This is what I want the family to do. I want everybody in the chat and everybody in the chat, envision yourself 5 years from now. Who will you be 5 years from now? Will you be dead? Pretty sure nobody ain't, pretty sure they ain't seeing themselves dead 5 years from now, right? So now, if you ain't seeing yourself transition 5 years from now, then you're seeing another image in your mind's eye. So that other image in your mind's eye has to be walked down. And the only way you walk it down is by starting small, and small, brick by brick. You don't got to worry about, see, and that's when you rid yourself of the human emotions, because shit, essentially, I need to meet all of y'all in LA in 2028, baby. It go down in the Olympics. 2028 is going down, baby. We all should meet up and kick it real quick. You think there might be another Olympics in our lifetime in America, but it's going to be far off. Let me just say that. It's not going to be like sometime soon. It might be 20 years down the line before America gets another Olympics. So shit, put that pinpoint in your destination and say, okay, the Olympics, I'm going to be at the Olympics balling out of control. You feel me? So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about holding the vision in your mind's eye on a daily and really falling into that kind of space of that vision of you, instead of falling into the space of the worries, the bills, the fretting, the shame or whatever, the past traumas and stuff like that. You feel me? People live in the past and they don't even know that they just creating that to be their future over and over and over again. Hey, so I'm just saying, take the opportunity now. And a big thing about me waking up this rising at 39 on my B-day was I just reflected on all my partners that's in jail or dead in the past 2-3 years. I thought about them. That shit was crazy. My whole mind went to them after that dream. And I was like, damn, you start with, damn, I wish my niggas would see that, all of that kind of feeling, right? Then for some reason, I had thought about B King. And B King was 39. And that nigga lived a big ass life, boy. What? That nigga was in the strip club. Heavy, baby. What? That nigga strip club god. Fuck the club guy, strip club god. Hey, it was B King. See, B King, when I was in the strip club heavy, it was B King jamming. B King was jamming. This was when he wasn't really known like that. And them and what's them other 3 niggas? They was kind of famous. They had a group out of Atlanta. Damn. It was 3 of them. They used to do the strip club joints. Travis Porter, yep. Who was that? Cash? What's up, Cash? What's good? Hey, how you? Hey, Travis Porter, you right. That's funny. How you remember? Yeah, that's it. That was the time, baby. Yeah, they was killing it, boy. Travis Porter, yeah. See, them niggas. And there was a few other people and stuff like that was doing it. But that shit was changing the game. So now look, this is what I want the family to really understand too. And I don't want to scare nobody, but I'm seeing some of these niggas die young. 39, that's kind of young, you feel me? And and I don't know what and this is what I'm saying. That corona thing was crazy. That jabba, I ain't trying to scare y'all that took the jab, but that jabba dabba do was a motherfucker. So now, another thing Spirit came to me and dealt with me with was detoxing, family. You got to detox. Detox. Try to find a time where you can detox. Now, I'm just telling y'all all of this because it's important in this specific time to turn up on your health heavy. You feel me? Um, so you want to detox. You want to detox like a motherfucker. So go get you Bobby Price's detox, right? I think Yaki got a detox. Um, and there's other people that Layla Africa, his wife is still pushing the site, which is good. You feel me? But you want a detox, family, because essentially, right, it's not letting your energy flow up and down like it's supposed to, based off of our our uh our eating habits and the powers that be put polluting the water and the world, essentially, right? So it's causing us to not think clearly and to not move powerfully as our divine true self. So detox is a motherfucker. So now let's get back to B King. B King transitioning on Nipsey Hussle's birthday was a symbol for your ass, boy. And if you don't know, Nip is basically motivation 101. You feel me? He is essentially the entrepreneurship on 10,000 for melanated people, right? I did a whole thing when he transitioned. I said, hey, look, nigga, it's time. It's wake up time. And essentially, when he transitioned, he did usher in people having their own businesses or starting to be in this self-service thing. Look, this is what I just want y'all to understand to the core, and I'm gonna get off my rant stage. You are valuable. You are valuable. These people can't put no value on your time, nigga. Your energy is valuable. The amount of motion that you have on this particular world, you're like literally helping people, helping businesses turn up, and they just utilizing your melanin guide energy, and you're basically, I'm not saying wasting it, you're doing what you have to do, but essentially you could be putting your genius into something else. But if you just never jump off the porch and know and try, then hey, you'll you'll never succeed. What y'all think about that, family? Because that shit was crazy. I had a whole bunch of premonitions and thoughts, especially with
Who's
B
Beat
King.
King?
B King is a Houston rapper. He used to sing like all this ratchet hood strip club music. But
Oh,
more than
okay.
that, he was more so how would you say motivation to me, because
Okay, so
essentially,
he's like Young Nipsey kind of like.
well, he's like the opposite polarity of Nipsey.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
nigga all the way on the other spectrum of
His
Nipsey.
song go, "Bitch, we outside tonight." That's one of his
Yeah,
songs.
that
"Bitch,
nigga
we
got
outside tonight."
so
Then got the girl
Nipsey.
singing in the
It's
background.
necessary.
Yeah, so he was the complete other spectrum of Nipsey, and him transitioning on Nipsey's birthday was absolutely amazing, right? So
Mm.
Nip can be looked at like Osar, right, in
Mhm.
the subconscious mind and the crown chakra, the king.
Uh,
B King can be looked at like
set,
the root chakra
set.
Put it
and,
like
and
this.
and the
I grew up.
animalistic nature of this thing. You feel me?
So he's set. He's set.
Yeah,
I
he said, yeah,
put it like
essentially.
this. I grew up. I was in high school, and when me and my friends would get out of school, we would go to my house. We would put on the radio, play a CD, iPod, whatever, and we be in the room twerking to Beat King's music.
To B
We be
King.
in the room. We be in the room, popping it and locking it, and asking ourselves, "Are we getting it right?" Okay, that's what it was.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
I'll be remiss if I didn't mention so what y'all think about B King before we move into this Kobe MAmba energy?
How did he pass?
Hey, real quick,
Hey,
Go ahead, Cash.
who that, Cash?
man, just when you think that he died on Nip's birthday, I went and took one of the YouTube videos. Man, it was like a 10-year-old video of him just creating content, getting in his bag, he put on the Mad Hatter hat, making a video in 3 minutes. That's a very popular thing right now, but pretty much what I'm saying, he was always independent. He always was someone that got to the business. He was doing his work, even though it was him having fun and being ratchet. He still was about his business. He wasn't playing. He was always having different type of shirts with his own clothes and whatnot. If we in the same lane as Milk, if we're talking in that aspect, someone that's actually doing the work, utilizing his genius in a way where he can get profit on it and make an impact. Take up space.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, Cash, because essentially, yeah, and that's right, Cash, and he was damn near like, I'm not gonna say he was the first, but he was the first out of like our generation to see somebody that's saying, man, fuck that job shit. I'm about to get it on my own. You feel me? And turn up with these beats. And he kept going. And in him keep on going and going and going, Energize the Bunny, he created a life for himself, had a big ass house, kids was fed wonderfully, and he just traveled the world. So that nigga lived a big ass life, and he just transitioned at 39. You said how he died, Morris? Shit. I think it was on the radio promoting something.
They said it was a pulmonary
But yeah, heart
embolism.
attack.
What is a pulmonary embolism, babe?
So basically, it's like a blood clot in the lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah, the aneurysm in his lungs.
Right by the heart. That's that heart chakra. With yeah. Let's not even go into that.
Yeah, it's going down. It's an interesting time. So hey, detox family, detox, because and shit, I was telling niggas about that and I said I don't give a fuck what they telling you, nigga, about you losing your job or whatever. Don't stick nothing in your arm. Fuck them people. That's what I was screaming that shit. Who you remember more? I'm screaming to fuck this. Hey, don't do it. I'm running it. Like, I'm about to lose my job and shit. Man, fuck that shit. They don't got no jurisdiction of what you can put in your body. They got you fucked up. And sure enough. Hey, you'll scare people that, oh shit, I got it. Nah, nigga, you don't got it. Bucket, do the mental alchemy and detox. All right, I'll be remiss if I didn't speak about the guy Kobe today, because it is his day, MAmba mentality. And that's another person that we want to talk about in the aspect of moving, or this snake energy, or this mentality to run amok on this world. See, this is what I'll be saying, right? A lot of people are already in the ascension zone where they're trying to ascend already, right? And they haven't even got done with them moving on this particular earth realm based off of them feeling like it ain't shit. So what I'm saying is, you have to be able to conquer your 7 C's, 7 emotions, this earth, where you can be God on earth, God 7 first, before you can start talking about I'm going to other realms and stuff like that. Nigga, we back in this bitch in a heartbeat, boy. So essentially, right, people are skipping steps and they don't even know it because they just listening to somebody that already mastered the steps. So I want y'all to really think about that, family. You came down here for a specific adventure, a specific purpose. And when you rid yourself of your human emotions by doing your chakra work and doing your spiritual work, essentially you won't give a fuck about making plays down here. Because you'll be more inclined to say, let me go for mine no matter what. Because it's not going to matter to you, right? And it's not going to move or sway you in a particular way just based off of you just doing you and not worrying about the judgment or ridicule of others. Let me show y'all this video real quick because I thought this was interesting as well. Hold on, watch this.
Hair kills the electromagnetic information that your body receives. Your hair is an antenna and communicates directly to your brain. And when you decrease its ability to pick up magnetism, electricity, you decrease in the vitality of your system. Hair is used to digest food. It's in your stomach and small and large intestines. It's in your ear. When you hear a sound, it's a thing in your ear called a cochlea that has water in it, and the water shakes when you hear sound, and the shaking of the water shakes the hair and turns the sound into a chemical. Then you have hair in your eyes, which we call rods and cones, and that's how you see color in black and white. And the retina stimulates this rods and cones, and that's how you see by the hair. That's how you see, that's how you digest, that's how things work with hair. So you really don't want to do anything to your hair. When you're losing hair and your hair is brittle and all that stuff, you're losing hair everywhere. It's a big problem there. So what I'm talking about is people are thinking that you think that when you see me, that you see me, but you don't see me. The impulse strikes your retina and turns seeing into a liquid, and the liquid floats through your blood to your brain. So seeing is a liquid. Hearing is a liquid. We're not looking at this liquid thing, which we call the mother principle, amniotic fluid and all that kind of stuff. So we're not looking at, we're taught that you're just seeing me, but that's a liquid that's telling you that you're seeing me, that floats in your blood to your brain. You hear with water. You see with water. You were born in water. So it's very important that you understand that spiritual concept that comes out of our African.
The great Layla Africa. Yeah, family, when I was doing that 888 Lionsgate understanding, right? And when you understand that there's 8 protons and 8 electrons that make up water, then you'll fall more into the energy, right? Because remember, it's an energy signature. Water is just energy, right? That you have to exude. You'll fall more in alignment with water, just flowing, right? Being water, my friends, moving how the wind blows, essentially, but moving like water, not really caring if things is in your way, because you're going to corrode it and destroy it anyway. So if our goal and mission is to move and be like water, essentially the real water is in you ridding yourself of these human emotions. So now when we're reading this book, which is absolutely a fire book in the Patreon, Becoming Supernatural, Joe Dispenza, and we're going deep into details with the chakra work, essentially what's happening is we're becoming water. We're transforming and moving things out the way. So, nigga, we've been on this damn book for goddamn, how long we been on this book, y'all? We probably been on this book for like 3-4 months already. And we barely halfway through this bitch. But the key is to not rush the information, right? Let the information turn into wisdom by you doing your spiritual work. And then that wisdom will become an understanding because you are not in a rush in this whole chaos in the blood, baby. Yo, anybody got any thoughts, any ideas on that? Hold on, let me see if I can.
I kind of have an opposite opinion about not being in a rush, man. Because you ain't got this long on this earth. You know what I mean? To experience this physical. And it may seem like it, because they got 24 hours in it, an hour got 60 minutes in it. But I mean, once you get in your purpose, get in your bag, man, that time fly when you having fun, man. And you look up, regardless of which side of life you live in, you will look up and stuff will be done passed you by. The people on that side too, who get into the money and then get into the experiences, they look around and they don't got people to love. It's only a few people, man, that get that balance and that are able to like look back and kind of relax, and the rest of their days are long, man. But you have a lot of people on both sides, man, that end up regretting because you end up at 39, 38, like me, like you, and you know, wish you would have went to the army, wish you would have did this, wish you would have did that. And on the other side, you got people that, you know, oh, I've been doing this since I was 12. I've been selling dope since I was 12. I done had bricks, I done had this and shootouts and or I'm a rapper now, and they ain't read no books. You know what I mean? I used to have a stepdaughter that used to read a book a day, man, retaining it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we don't have time, man. We can feel like it. But like you have to be not a rush, but that urgency has to be there to want it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't rush nothing. You're right. You aren't in a rush because you have to actually open the books, scan the pages and stuff like that. But it all to me, man, everything we talk about dials back to the work. Like, did you meditate this morning? Did you calm your spirit? Are you doing the proper divination? Are you grounding? Are you trying to eat properly, detoxing your body, going fasting to actually ascend properly so you can get these downloads? Like this is the most integral part because if we skipping that and you of course you're gonna take months to read a book. Now I ain't saying what we doing is wrong because we in a book club and we absorb it and we having conversations about it. Like by all means, like what we're doing as far as taking long with the book is dope. But at the same time, man, we all got to get an urgency, and it has to be like I'm kicking back to David Goggins. Like it has to be without the music. Like your motivation has to be yourself, and you got to find some type of way to be so in love with yourself again that you do these things.
Yeah, nah, that's good, Morris. That's good. Yeah, essentially, that's what we was talking about earlier too. It's like the times is long, but this thing goes by like that. So it's interesting because the real game is to just be consistent. I guess consistency is the real key, right? And being consistent is just doing stuff that's going to put you in a more high vibrational zone over and over and over again. So then you can ride this current energy where you'll start to wake up and just exude a different presence of God. Look, I thought my out of body experience uh, uh, work was long. Nigga, I was doing out of body experience techniques for about 8 months. That shit was crazy. I'm like going through it. I'm like, nigga, I'm every day, damn near every day, skip some days, whatever. But I was like aggressive in that shit. You feel me? Because I just wanted to know and try that shit. Nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. Nothing happened. 8 months go by. Boom. Wake up. Boom. Walk to the bathroom. I try to turn on the light. I'm out of my body. I said, "Oh, I did it." I said, "Damn." I said, "Damn." I couldn't turn on the light because I was just basically etheric energy or astral energy. Oh shit, I did it, nigga. That 8 months. When that thing happened, I said that 8 months didn't even seem that long. That shit seemed long, right? 8 months. Like, damn, 8 months is gonna. But when the experience finally happened, I was like, "Oh, happy day. There it go." I said, "There it go, baby. That's it." You feel me? So we're in a whole nother time warp continuum thing that we don't even realize. Cause you keep on waking up in this bitch, and some of these days be long. I sit outside for an hour, I'll be like damn near melting. I was like, God damn, and I sit in the shade now because Houston is hot. It's hot. I'm like, fuck that shit. This is too hot to be. Hey, look, I seen some real tragic shit. People really automaton out. I'm in the gym yesterday, and I'm working out or whatever, or I'm running on the treadmill and shit. And I don't turn on the TV on my treadmill because I just be in my own zone. But I happen to see somebody else's TV on the treadmill because that's how it does. You're in the treadmill space. And nigga, I said, what the fuck? They had somebody. Oh, I was so mad. I don't even really want to tell y'all. Somebody left their kid in the car in this motherfucking heat. I said, nigga, they need to give them life. Life. Life.
Yo.
Oh, Pacho, you haven't felt this heat though. This Houston heat is different. We at 113 or something. This shit is
Nah, I
different.
can imagine. That's why I'm just like, are they like people are doing this, and I feel like it's been happening for a couple years now, and they're seeing people get off, and now they just all. I feel like people just, on a subconscious level, just like, okay, I see a couple of people get away with this shit. They ain't getting life. They ain't getting locked, and it's like, yo, they just leaving babies in cars. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Ain't
Like,
no way you can just leave a
it's
baby in a car. And let me tell you
yeah,
this
it's
funny
on
joke.
purpose.
Yeah, you can't leave no baby in the car. You ain't even driving that long to forget you got a child in the car. But somebody had made a post on Facebook. Dream showed me. It said, "I'm thinking about visiting Texas in August. What's the weather like down there?" Somebody said, "Have you ever been cremated?" That's how hot it is out here.
It's hot. No, it's hot. I agree.
I know y'all like desert almost, so yeah, I believe it.
No, it ain't no wind or nothing. It's just hot. And I be trying to get my melanin on in the sun, but goddamn, I had to go in and shit. Yeah, I seen that shit. That shit kind of pissed me off. I was like, these motherfuckers
Young
here.
lady did that in West Palm, man. I went to school with her. Her name was, we called her Monday. What she did was, she was a teacher as well, bro. And what she did was, her homegirl couldn't take her daughter to school that morning, so she picked her homegirl's kid up, and they were both toddlers, bro. She had her daughter in the back seat too. She took her daughter to school, dropped her daughter off. When she dropped her daughter off, she went straight to work.
Oh shit.
She went
I
straight
seen
to work,
I seen that before. I heard that
and
before. Yeah,
the
I
girl
heard
died
that.
in the back seat, man. This
Yeah.
routine, you know what I mean? So I,
But
I
that's
knew
what I'm
her, man.
saying. The automaton mind, because that's what I'm
Yup,
thinking.
yup.
That automaton mind with the routine and the redundancy of so now let's get back to it, because that's some rush energy for your ass, right? So that's the same thing when I'm saying when they trying to take you out of the dream space. Fuck that job, nigga. The minute you wake up, you shouldn't be thinking about your boss. That shit is literally taking you out of your dream recall. So I get it, because nowadays it's hard. Like even in my consultations, I'd be like, nigga, I get it, whatever, inflation, all of this stuff. So the worry and stress is heavier on people's minds. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, if you can reverse that and remove yourself by doing your chakra work, remove yourself from that draw and desire, right? Or whatever, that ignorant mind of just focusing on this third dimension so heavy, then you'll be able to get your higher self message from the dream world. Like I was telling y'all earlier, I had a dream. I'm at a party, boom, house party, all my partners in college and shit. And in college I used to drink heavy and do all kind of drugs and everything. The whole party, I was sober than a bitch. I didn't even realize that I was having a great time in the party, in the dream. The last moment of the dream, I went to go pick up a cup and I woke up and I said, oh, okay, bet. That means I don't have to drink today on my birthday. So thank you, Spirit. I got you. Bet. You feel me? Because now I'm shit. I'm in alignment to shit. Just be happy and joyous. But I don't know what D Ray is about to take me on. She about to take me on a whole adventure. Be sober than a bitch, happy and joyous in that moment. You feel me? So then the substance abuse is another aspect of this thing as well, right? If we can get past that, because we're in this consistent loop of automaton nature, right? Where we're not even thinking and we're just moving robotically, work, drink on Fridays, all the way to Sunday, go to work again in this whole robotic nature, then essentially, if we can break out of that spell, because that's all it is a big mass spell on the people, then you can become more conscious, enlightened, and more forthright in your adventure. Need y'all to feel me on that, family, because look, look, this is my whole purpose on this thing, right? I tried to get to the real. Fuck all that costume wearing information shit. That shit doesn't make any sense. I get it. It sounds good. It's the glamour, right? All of that's the cute shit. Let's get to the work. Let's get to us becoming conscious. Ain't that's why you in this bitch? To become more conscious, to become more aware, to become more awoke. You feel me? You got to break down the word conscious. Conscious is your ability to catch your emotions or your thoughts before you just have this repetitious cycle of niggerdom energy that's causing you to stay in a subservient state.
Listen, I consciously want to have a drink tonight. So how you gonna feel about that while you on your sober birthday night? Look, Morris said now how he feeling about
Look
that?
at Morris. Look at
Hey,
Morris.
that's all right. I'm gonna get you all drunk up too. I'm gonna get you ready, drunk up. And Morris gave me that what was the pills? The maca.
Oh, he finna knock you down, D-Ray.
Hey, he
That
could say, listen, if that boy go get that dang on that cocktail I gave him in WhatsApp, it's a wrap. You over with.
when do I take the maca, Morris? Because I'm about to turn up.
You could take the beetroot and the maca 30 minutes before you get in there, man.
Hey.
Well,
But I
y'all
would
are so wild.
listen. I
Watch
pair
out,
pair
D-Ray.
I
Watch
gotta
out.
watch out.
Yo,
put you some
yo,
honey,
Dream
put
gonna
some
be
honey in there.
spicing today.
Hey, bro, fool, put you some honey in there. And I don't know if you can find some Tomcat Ali. I'll go get the Walmart one. Take you like 2 of them. It's over with, D-Ray. Tell you, I'm sorry.
Ooh, and that honey, where the hell I get honey from? Just regular
Just any
honey?
kind, yeah, because honey is antioxidant. So you're looking for stuff that's like clearing you out so you can have good blood flow. So any type of honey.
For the
But I would go
He's
oxygen.
so excited he done forgot what about honey at.
Manuka honey. You ever heard of that? It got like
Same.
Manuka honey is high in antibiotics and antioxidants. So Manuka honey is good, man. It's kind of expensive, but hey, we talking about something you gonna just make you a little couple of cocktails and drink some water, bro. Listen, it's over with.
That's it, baby. You feel me? I'm gonna give me some. That's what I'm drinking on, that Manuka honey, baby. You feel me? I'm gonna be drunk on that Manuka.
That Manuka ain't no joke, bro.
I'm gonna be rolling on that Manuka. Shit. Nah, so you know what I'm saying? That's so really that's what it's about. Look, everybody gotta get this book. Develop your intuition and psychic powers. We read it in the Patreon back in the day. You feel me? This is an important book to have as well because it's going to give you the practical understanding of, your psychic power centers. And essentially, your psychic power centers are shut down based off of you being automaton robotic to the system. I can't believe that motherfucker left that baby in the car. I swear to God. See that shit right there? Hey, see,
Yeah, bro. It's a
pedophiles
reoccurring
is the
thing.
worst to
Same
me.
thing.
Pedophiles is the worst, but that got to be number 2. Fuck, you got see now. There ain't too much stuff that gets me, but that shit right there, pedophiles and people that do shit like that. Now, see, that's automaton mind shit. You feel me? That's that robot shit. That's that not thinking shit. You feel me? And you see it every day, and it's a weird, it's a weird spell casted upon the world. Let me see. What was I about to talk about? Oh, see, we were going so fast. Kobe, Mamba mentality. So Kobe's birthday is also today. And I want to do this again to remind y'all niggas. Let me see if I can pull it up to remind y'all how powerful a nigga like me is. Because a nigga like me, hold on, let me see. I got y'all. A nigga like me, share screen is in Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna find it. Boom, there it go. Uh, look, Eddie again. Did this come out August 85? If it did, it's going down. Blacks in the future, where will they be? This is my cover. I got this damn cover. So I want y'all to check y'all own cover because that was actually spiritual, babe, when we found
Get
your
Morris's right now, though. Let's see what Morris. Morris, what month and year were you born in?
I was born in November, '85.
Oh yeah, y'all, you and Dream, y'all right by each other.
November
Yeah,
85.
yeah. I'm a Sag customer, Scorpio Sag customer. Like I'm at the 19th, so mine is like 2 days before Sag.
Hold on, let me
I got a
find it.
Taurus. I got a Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node. I'm an Aries rising.
November 85. Them 85 babies, we different, boy. Telling
Oh
you.
yeah, it's. I think we's everybody that it's something about like being around our birthday. It's some type of number we got all the same or something like that. I think
Well,
we're all yeah. We all got a Taurus North Node or something like that.
you know that Stranger Things is 85. What's up, Ike? Tell me something.
Man, you can't make this up. So you know my name is Ike, and I looked at mine. The cover is Tina Turner.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Ike and Tina, baby. Ike and Tina, you can't make that up. Nah, I'm telling you that, hey, y'all, everybody got to do their cover because essentially that cover is giving you an energy signature for your particular uh, uh, time you came into the fold. Remember, this is illusion. So if you're still thinking, oh well, this is a coincidence, then you're fucking up. I'm telling you what the energy signature is. See, this is the real divination. This is the real astrological search. You feel me? This is how you get down with the get down on some hood shit. Ebony means black. That's you, nigga. Put in your month and year and find out what your cover represents. So now with yours, 4 decades of black progress, 40th anniversary. Hey, okay. Okay, Morris. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You might have to do some kind of uh
I think it has something to do with my that age, man. Because so as far as like my birth chart readings and how you wanna whatever you like the divination I've done, like it seems as if being a Scorpio, coming in as a Scorpio and having my Taurus South North Node, my South Node being Scorpio means like in my past life I did a lot of occult stuff and I utilize it to kind of be a bad guy. I have a lot of karmic things that I'm paying for in this lifetime. And I could feel
mm,
it, man. Like something just kind of happened to me. Stuff happened to me all the time, bro. And I'm having to like brush it off. And being in my North Node, which is my path, I'm having to like cut things loose when I feel them be weighing on me and stuff like that. On top of I'm having to like turn the cheek, man, on a lot of stuff. And with doing that, being that I've been mastering that as of late, more things have been coming to me materialistically. So as a kid, I was also told that I'm here to enjoy the material things and enjoy the fruits of life and to also observe them and like put them on display. As a kid, that's what I did. That's what my mom did for me. Like I was wearing penny loafers and blazers and suits and with ties and handkerchiefs as a baby. I got the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like I was best dressed at all schools I went to, middle schools and high schools. I went to 2 different high schools, 3 different middle schools, but like I had it all as far as the fashion and just material things. And I wasn't rich, but I had 2 loving parents that had great jobs and they were great with their money. My dad was great with his money. My mom was great with her money. She was an engineer for Bell South. So, but it also brought me some problems. It brought me some entitlement issues. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It brought me some struggles, man. So it's a lot of karmic things that I'm having to deal with, and being that I've gotten to this point where I'm actually able to voice the fact that I was entitled as a child, I was a brat. I used to do say to get whatever I wanted because I would, get what I wanted, no matter how I acted. I being able to come off of that, to me personally, is easier than saying, hey man, I used to live with the roaches and rats. It seems like it's kind of like bad right now. It's hard for a man to say like, hey, I kind of had it all, man, and it made me lazy, and I kind of squandered away a lot of opportunities because I always felt like I had stuff coming to me and this, that, and other. And when I got into that bag, bro, the first thing that came is my struggle. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I actually got into. That's when I met Dick Gregory, man, and I was in the midst of my drug use, and I started to be accountable for who I am. I started to look in the mirror, and the first thing I told myself was I was a piece of shit, and it floored me, bro. It made me warm. It made me look at myself and be like, "Why?" I literally felt the bottom, and I felt the rise up again. I looked at myself. I remember making a video, man, like, "You're not gonna be like this no more, bro." I started growing my hair and everything, and to the 40th to the 40th anniversary, bro. It's so many things I could talk about, but I'm gonna keep them, on the tuck until they happen, that are on the cusp of happening. And what God or whatever I'm into Olodumare has me looking at and looking forward to are things that they're still like kind of in the distance, but I know for a fact they're coming. I'm having to make sure that I am in the best shape, I am in the best mind frame, and that I don't let the things that drug me down, which is pretty much right now, which is messing with me, is people bothering me, bro, and playing with my intelligence and playing with me, period, with my physical and anything. Like people just really have been testing me, trying to get me in jail, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like trying to get me to be the person I was in high school that I didn't even have to be then. All that gunslinging and then drug dealing and all that. Like, bro, I never had to do any of that.
Yeah.
So my 40th birthday, bro, that just made me feel like, man, if I make it to this point, dealing with these issues and actually doing this work that I do, as far as not suppressing who I am, but it's one of the Mason's first rules. And I said it in the last time, I'm thinking in the book club, is subdue your passions. And I asked the Mason, like, does that have to do with your traumas and the traumas that are created by your impulses that are created sometimes by trauma and anger? And they was like, absolutely. Like, if you one of them crash outs, like I am, like, don't give a damn. Like, God, listen, you, I be having to curtail a lot, man. So my 40th birthday, bro, I feel like with that said, I'm looking forward to it being like a rebirth, man, like a breath of fresh air. Like I'm getting younger, man, and
Yeah.
I've always had to tell myself like my age. I like there's people that will kind of depress you with their early fame and their early success. 25-year-olds, 22-year-olds knowing more about this stuff than I do. Like I get a little jealous, man, but I know that I got time, and I know I got time to experience it, and just that. That's what I have to tell myself all the time, and that's true. Like you
No,
can't
that's
sit up here and
good.
feel like your
That's
age
good.
is gonna get you.
That's good, Morris, because and that's right in alignment with when you were speaking, I had thought about that Yachty arguing yesterday, and he was kind of his birthday is also August 23rd as well. Interesting enough, and I guess he got in an argument with
That was
one of
sad. That was sad what he did, bro. To
yeah,
Miles.
that's his group mate or some shit like that. I guess it's like his
That's his bro. That's his homeboy from kids, man.
no, but he got in an argument with the girl, a girl or
So he
something.
went on live with the girl. He went on live about the girl, and I can understand him. She's 900 in the hole. Like that, you can say less to me. I don't care if you my homeboy or whatever. Like if you 900 in the hole with me, and then you can see how she treat him, but how he did the dude Miles on his show. Because Miles just seemed like a sensible guy, and he let Yachty talk, and you know what I mean. But like the way he broke him down, you're like, who would you be without me? Like, what would you?
Oh,
I'm
the
looking at him
Mitch
like,
dude, yeah, yeah,
yeah, I'm
the
like,
dude.
dog, and you doing that in front of Key Glock? So it's like, come on, bro, like you kind of crashing out on the
They
wrong tip.
the thing I thought about too is just like you were saying, Morris, when you was speaking about that and having this two-parent household and being in this kind of entitlement stage. I think Yachty was in that specific genius as well, where he had two parents. He didn't really have to worry about nothing. and he moved into the space of really just loving music and enjoying music, and he became a creative genius off of the music. You feel me? Him, what's the other dude? What's the dude you like, Pacho? What's his name?
Who you talking about?
What's the rapper you like? The dude, what's his name? Kodak Black.
Oh, yeah.
These kids, they, because at that particular age, right? Some of them, now I don't know Kodak Black's story, but especially in the Yachty story, because he was misinterpreted it based off of him just trying to be creative when he had the red hair and shit like that. You feel me? Which he should have been able to see that with a keen eye, like you're going to be misjudged based off of you coming with this kind of devil sound music and red hair. You feel me? But essentially, him growing up in a 2-parent household and being able to kind of have them parents that he can find in and stuff. Now, when he comes into the world, now he's going through a particular journey where he has to figure out how to understand people or make amends with people. How would you say, using him or whatever? You feel me? Because that's what it felt like when he was arguing yesterday. It felt like he was saying, like, y'all niggas been using me forever, and I'm sick and tired of this shit. You feel me? And I don't know
I get that tip though. I kind of had that as a kid too, man, because I had friends over from the hood, and you know what I'm saying. Like I've always been this even keel, like cool ass nigga, bro. And
right.
like the people I used to hang with, like I've never been no square. You feel me? And I had a couple homeboys that used to come over, bro, and you know. I'm the type of dude, I ain't thinking nobody stealing or nothing like that, but I've gotten burned, man, by people that I'm feeling like that's close to me. And it's because of their situations. I'm understanding it now and through talking to them now, but like, yeah, stealing my clothes, and I'm coming to school, you niggas got my shirts on and stuff like that, and I don't know it. I'm like, looking at it, y'all don't say nothing about it. You ain't asked me. I'm having to come to school to act like we still cool, and you got my shoes on, I don't want only twice. Like stuff like that happened to me, bro. Where I done had to fight because for weird situations like that. And niggas like, man, you got it. I'm looking at niggas like, bro, it ain't like that, dog. I don't wear clothes with you niggas, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
So because I got it, that gives you the right to come in and
anyway, I done
violate
been
my space.
through it. I done been through it, like having to,
Entitlement. It's
and they,
entitlement.
and it's crazy. They think that, and I've never acted like I'm entitled to nobody's stuff. Like I've always had my own. So it's crazy that you right, Puncho. Like it's crazy that that entitlement thing kind of like people felt like they were entitled to things because they didn't have. So you know what I'm saying. So that entitlement spirit is crazy, man.
Y'all speak on that entitlement spirit, Pacho, real quick if you can.
I'm gonna say this. It's a thing of. This is why I was like in one of our other past, like a good long time in terms of like when we was talking about money, and I'm like, y'all gotta understand that a lot of the times why y'all don't have money is because there's an entitlement to a victim complex. You understand what I'm saying? To a victim state of mind, and it's entitlement. You have to start looking at things on a point of polarity where that victim consciousness, entitlement can get you there. You understand what I'm saying? Where niggas that don't got it, that come from nothing, they feel entitled to everything. So if I'm friends with this nigga who got it, you got 2 parents, nigga, what the fuck? You ain't missing shit. You understand? I gotta go back to the hood. I gotta go back to nothing. What the fuck you complaining about? You understand? But it's for them. They have to lean because they're in victim state. So if you look at what's his name, that power versus force dude, his map of consciousness, the victim state, the guilt, the shame, you know what I mean? The apathy. Entitlement is very close to apathy. Where Morris, when he's younger, you can understand it, right? Even with Yachty, you can understand that shit because it's like they don't know what they don't know. Yachty does not know what he's missing because he's always had. He's not coming from lack of. His perception is my cup is full. The same with Morris, my cup is full. What you mean? You understand? Like, you know, the Morris may have a bit more, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, I know niggas ain't got it, but it's like you don't understand the feeling. So then with Morris, and, you know, we'll liken it to Yachty as well, where it's like you come from being stable emotionally. You have two parents that have you stationed in a point of you are not experiencing, and I'm going to go a little deep here in terms of we got to understand this emotional intelligence, a lot of the shit that we see right now, mental health, it's all bipolar. You have to think about the energy of emotions. If you're not taught how to deal with emotions when you're quote unquote a teenager, you understand what I'm saying? How are you ever going to get out of that arrested development? Because that's your perception of thought. That is where you see the world from. And it's a certain entitled perspective. You understand what I'm saying? So some people in that victim consciousness, they'll hold on to entitlement, which is really apathy, right? But they're not aware of their ignorance. Ignorance only is taken from you at the point where wisdom starts to intersect. Do you understand? They're so closely aligned. To be wise, you have to be ignorant. You have to be aware of your ignorance. That is wisdom. Simple. So with the apathy leading into entitlement, these niggas are out here on some Morris, you got it.
Yeah.
Fuck you complaining about. You can't complain to me. You understand what I'm saying? Then on the flip side, Morris is like, I ain't no bitch. The fuck?
Right.
I know I got it, but I ain't out here flossing in you guys' face. I'm telling y'all, come to minds with compassion and da 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 da. But you gotta understand that victim consciousness will now, they use the apathy, the entitlement to cover their shame and to cover their guilt. That's what it is. And with Yachty, I don't know about that clip. I haven't watched it. But from what I do hear from him, the last thing I can remember is the whole situation where that nigga ain't even know what the fuck he signed. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a certain level of when you do have children and you give them that comfort, that stability, you have to now make them wise to the ways of the have-nots, to the ways of, that's why I'm like, people be talking about, oh, you know, just love and light and, you know, everyone is a reflection of you. That shit ain't fucking true. Not to the level where people think. It's not true. Don't be out here on some, yeah, if I'm a good person, Neville Goddard manifestation, you know, oh, it's in me. It's in you because everyone is a point of awareness. We are all, you understand what I'm saying? We're all under that out of many one, the drop in the ocean, that's the level where everybody's the same. But we got to understand on an energetic level, in terms of consciousness, niggas ain't the same. And you will have people in your consciousness, the more awareness you have, the more spiritual you become. It doesn't mean you're not going to have some fuck shit niggas around you. That's a fucking lie. And let me be the first person to tell you that shit is a motherfucking lie. And the biggest way you can see that is usually through money, because that is the biggest trigger that everybody, rich, poor, in the middle, that's the jump off point. That's the crash out point for everybody when it comes to emotions, because so much is tied to that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this before you keep going and play that. How do you teach your kids to have that awareness or that understanding, or even manage other kids just how like Morris had to? Because here's the thing. So our kids, two-parent households, parents love each other and love them. And we are like the trailblazers and the differenters in our families, right? On the other hand, my brother, he has a woman that he's with, and she had kids before they got together. And two of her sons, one of them, he wants to be a thug, okay? I mean, in all the pictures, he throwing up signs and covering his face, and he listening to Kodak Black, you know, probably not Kodak Black, listening to that type of music, and he's the same age as our son. So you got two boys the same age from two different types of backgrounds and upbringing. And I'm like, and I watch my son engage with him, and he seems to be doing fine. But I know that he's gonna have to be taught, in a sense, how to deal with people who come from a different type of household, financial background, et cetera, et cetera. So how do you teach your kids, you know, that balance or that
You,
management or that
you
understanding?
have to you have to actually, like, what I wish I had. So my dad passed when
Mhm.
I was 17, and mind you, I did my last year in high school about 6 hours away from my home while my dad was sick with Parkinson's disease. So in his last maybe like 5 years, from the age of 11 to the age of like 15, my dad couldn't talk and he didn't walk too much anymore.
Mhm.
So I lost out on a lot of ass whoopings. I lost out on a
Mhm.
lot of my daddy. If you listen to my voice and the way I could project it and my tone, imagine a man that's about an inch taller than me, and at the time I wasn't 190 and all that. Like, he was 190, and my dad was an ex drug dealer, a sky cap, a truck driver, a marine. Like, that nigga had respect around that
Mhm.
bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I used to look up to my father. Like, my father was just like how I am with my son. He was completely engaged. He was in the house. That nigga was cooking. That nigga was cutting the grass, pulling weeds. He took my brother on, which was not his son. Like, I had the blueprint, but my journey
Mhm.
needed a little bit more. And my dad's on the other side helping me, but I had to figure out how. So with that said, it's the fact that you have dream in that household, and his trials and tribulations, he's gonna be able to show
Mhm.
that kid, like, hey, just because you got this, son, daddy could take that, and you ain't gonna do nothing to me about it. You know what I'm saying? On top of that too, son, look here, when you do this work, this is what I got for you. What my parents did in the midst of my mom taking care of my dad and my dad kind of going down. And on top of that too, my dad was 49 when he had me. My mom was 38.
Mhm.
So by the time I'm
Mhm.
11 and 10, my dad in his 50s, on his way to his 60s. He ain't running outside with me. He ain't shooting no basketballs and stuff with me, man. So I kind of really had to look to my brother. My brother was in the streets. My brother was.
Mhm.
It's a lot to it. Like, my dad smoked weed, so my brother was going in and get my dad cocaine and get my dad weed and taking that shit to school and all that. So it was things that they were also sheltering me from. Like, I used to have to come in at the street lights and look out at all my friends still playing tag while the sun going down. Like, it was a different type of entitlement than me. I was shielded. I was sheltered. It was things that I still was
Mhm.
like, tell my mom, like, you should have let me go, and I wasn't able to play football. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was life lessons of in things that I couldn't learn. And when I got to basketball, man, I had stage fright because I had never been on no
Mhm.
big stage. My parents didn't put me on no big
Mhm.
stage to perform and to fail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so what you guys are doing, you don't need to take any pointers. The fact that both of y'all are there and both of y'all in y'all same mind, and Dream's gonna be chastising, and it's the role model. Like, I needed a role model at that point in time, and like, it's really no other way to put it other than having those two parents in the home. And that's why Rev Run said this on his show a long time ago, man. When they had the little reality TV show, he was looking at his wife and he said, you know what, baby? He said, I feel like, and I think he said it in a different context, but I'm gonna give you the brunt of it. He said, I think that our relationship, meaning him and his wife's relationship, is more important, and it comes first before we take care of the kids. He
Mm,
said, why?
Honey.
He said, why? He said, I'm gonna tell you why. Because, let's be real. If me and you died today, there's a foster system.
mm.
There's it's shelters, it's we got family, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of stuff. These kids don't get raised. If not, they gotta raise themselves, because there's kids out here in the ghetto, they raising themselves. The kids gonna be fine. They're gonna go through stuff, they're gonna learn their life lessons. But when they leave this house, it's just gonna be me and you.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
if, what if in the midst of doing everything for the kids, oh, we got to earn, you breaking your back, and y'all falling out the whole time, and y'all, on top of that, y'all are growing and changing, and y'all are not reevaluating how you guys can still be the role models, which is staying together. That's
Mm,
the main thing. And
yeah.
and and yeah, that role model stuff go out the window, because daddy don't do nothing but sit out in the den and drink his cigarette, smoke his cigarettes, and drink what's the name, and y'all 18 now, so he ain't even really putting on the show that he need to do for his kids. Your 18-year-old kid, your 25-year-old son, still coming home to make sure pop.
Yeah. I had my kids, my both of my older kids. I hear it in their voice, that entitlement shit. I be like, nigga, y'all had, hey, they don't know nothing about the world, baby. I'm looking at them like they bring their lunch to school. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about goddamn nothing. They
Just stay the
barely
You
course,
barely
man.
have to
gotta.
brush their
Y'all have
They
an
teeth
get
on
awesome,
their
their ass
own.
whooped
awesome
though.
platform.
They
Barely have to brush their teeth on their own. I've been looking at them. I can hear it in their
no,
voice. The way they the way they have their conversation throughout the day. It's like every day is sunshine, which is what we
no,
wanted them to be. Oh, go ahead, babe.
you just whooped KJ's ass
Oh yeah, I
two
did.
nights
Yep,
ago.
yep,
And I just
yep.
had to be like, all right, you ain't do what you need to do. So my
Hmm.
perspective on
Yeah.
the discipline is if we taught you something, if we taught you something and you don't do it, yeah, you need to get some physical discipline because you're just disregarding the lessons that we've given you. Our daughter just this morning before school, I had to hit her across the butt with that belt, just one solid time because I told her every morning you get up and brush your teeth. And I've been telling you it over and over and over and over and over again. So from now on, if y'all come downstairs and you think you about to go to school without them teeth being brushed, you just gonna get one little smackety smack across that butt. And then next time when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna be like, man, I don't want to get hit with that bit. Let me go ahead and brush my teeth.
It's interesting how
So
the environment changes you. How mother or ma or this ma energy, this matter energy, is the real God, because
Mhm.
based off of where you grew up at, right, and your particular parental situation is how your mind is shaped. Like we just watched that video with the white boy and him saying I had my 7-year-old self still holding me captive, right? Just based off of me getting in fights, 7, 8 years old, 9, 10, 11, right? And being outside at that particular young age and my mama not knowing where the fuck I was at was a transformative process in my being that essentially made me who I am today still. You feel me? Because not only am I building a certain courage and I guess you say fight inside of me, right? I see the world as, as what it is. It's a dog eat dog world.
but I think that experience made you even more protective of our kids. Cause
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I more than you am like, let them go outside. Like I don't gotta be outside with them, just let them go. You're
Yeah.
more like Kimmy. You're more like, nah, let me da 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 da. I'm more like, let them run around, let them figure
Cause
it out.
you think about some of them fights we got into at a young age, you be like, God damn, I don't want to see my
Yeah,
kid get
but
his
you
ass
know
whooped.
what? But you know what? They need it. They
Yeah, they
need
need
it.
it. You're
They
right.
need
Yeah.
it.
It's
A
tough.
lot of the kids, this is the thing. This is the thing about, and this is when we come to like, because what we're talking about, right, is literally what people perceive will happen when they make money, right? This is what they're trying to afford their kids, stability. And with that stability comes comfort. And with comfort, you can breed entitlement and laziness. Now, the thing is,
Man, that's
you always have to find a counterbalance because the world, that's what I'm saying. When niggas want to be on some, oh, manifestation, everyone in your reality is a reflection of you. They talking about it from a point of projection. Usually people who say that, oh, if you're meeting someone and they're, funky or whatever, oh, it's an aspect of you. Yes, if you have not come back to center. You understand what I'm saying? But
Right.
everybody is literally projecting aspects of their own internal shadow onto other people. Now, when you have children who are brought up with love, self-awareness, like your children, and it's like they're aware of these things, they haven't been fractured in their psyche. You understand what I'm saying? So now that is very different from other kids who have started to basically do what? Put on an ego, put on a persona, start putting on the mask. You'll be surprised how early some of these kids start putting on their mask. And sometimes, so same way with D-Ray talking about that little girl who wanted to say she looked like Chief Keef or some dumb shit like that. That's her practicing her level of what? She's trying to devalue D-Ray. Why? Who's doing that in her life?
She
And who
tried it,
she's
girl.
been taught. Exactly. And who
tried it.
who has she been taught by society that I can basically devalue? I can basically project all of my shit on, and ain't nobody gonna say shit to me. That's her level of entitlement, because why? Whichever parent is criticizing her, trying to make her feel a certain way, she looking for someone to offload that shit onto. So when it comes to kids, you gotta let them fight. I know people don't like to hear this shit, but I'm like, I'm not
Gotta
gonna
put them in that
sugarcoat
boot camp,
nothing for
dog.
nobody. Yeah,
Put them
you
in that
gotta
boot
let them
camp.
fight. And the
You
thing
gotta put them
is,
in.
when
It's
it
gonna be a
comes
point in
to
time
it,
you put them in that boot camp.
100%, whether it's boot camp or it's what's it called, or it's like martial arts.
Martial
Or they
arts,
gotta
yeah.
You
go to
understand what I'm saying?
Taekwondo.
Boxing. Yeah,
Football,
something
AYA
where
Well,
it's
football.
I'm saying like dream your own thing. Like as a father, bro, at some point you gonna grab your sons, bro, and you gonna like take them outside. It's gonna be either, oh, you blowing up at me? Okay, take these real shots because I can take you on up out of here. Or it's gonna be that, okay, son, you finna go play football. Listen, you gotta have that. It's gonna be that talk, that moment. They call it the birds and the bees, and it ain't always about sex. That birds and the bees is like your coming of the manhood, and the manhood is to be able to take struggle. You got to know that sometimes you ain't gonna have it. You got to know you can't spend all your money,
pressure.
son. You got to know you ain't gonna always have it. Everybody can't know what you got.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
everybody ain't built exact, and that's the thing. This is where I'm like, with children who have, they have to be given the reality, the true reality. And I know some people are gonna say, "Oh, but they're too young." I'm sorry, I don't prescribe to this whole teenage thing, because we all know that's a marketing ploy from like Edward Bernays. It ain't real. They
You
created
know what we
that
were
to
doing?
create a
We know
marketing
what we were
segment.
doing in eighth grade. We know what we were doing in eighth grade. That's what I be looking at
Exactly.
all that stuff. But bro, I know what I was doing in eighth grade, bro. I know how I was talking. I can hear them kids talking when they get off the bus. Fuck, nigga, what's my asshole? And I'm like, man, nigga, I
Exact.
was
So
in
it's
the grade.
like you can't play around. So for me, growing up in the hood, my teachers in junior high school, I look back at it, I'm like, they were the most pivotal, because they prepared us for the world that we were stepping into. They understood, yo, we come from the trenches, we come from nothing. East New York is a battleground. Like, you understand? Like, from 11 years old, I know what it is to lose a friend. You understand what I'm saying? I know what it is for like niggas to be holding gats. Like, this is what we come from. You understand? So it's a thing where they prepared us in our own way through literature. You understand? A lot of our teachers would come together. They was in their 20s and they was just like, nah, we're gonna let y'all know what it is, because we know y'all the gifted amongst all of this. Y'all gonna have a different level of struggle. So you know what? We gotta make y'all mature. And this is the thing where people try and act as if children can't be mature. You understand? Like, you got to wait for that maturity conversation when they're 21 or they're 18 or maybe 16. Nah, we're living in a world right now where, if we're thinking about it, if time is going by quicker, that means thought is moving at speed of light. So these kids, Sexy Ray, all of this drilling shit, we talking about niggas crashing out before 21, and we seen this on a wide stage. YouTube, shit that used to be in corner pockets in the hood, now it's being like everywhere. Look at Chicago. Look at everything that's happened. We, the children that have basically, you know what, y'all got stability. They need to learn who they're dealing with, who's going to be in their environment. We got to start teaching them about mental psyche. You're going to come across people who they don't understand how to take love. You're born with love. You know what love is. You know what it is to receive it. So now when you're dealing with other people, you have to be able to assess, was this nigga brought up with love? And if he wasn't, I'm not going to shun him. I'm not going to judge him, but I'm not going to pour in his cup more than he can take, because I'm going to become a foe. It's just simple. These niggas are savages. Niggas, you understand? If you're not civilized, I'm sorry. Most motherfuckers are out here on savage time. And that goes for motherfuckers who live in the suburbs too. Don't get this shit twisted. It is what it is. And we need to start teaching our kids that. So with D-Ray, I'll say with your son, Airbender, the last Airbender, start talking
Girl,
to him
we
about.
watched it as a family. We watched that whole
Now you
series,
need
the new one.
hone in on Zuko, hone in on Azula, hone in on that dynamic, because you're gonna have to start trying to get him to understand this, because basically that's like what, his cousin, the young boy. You understand what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
have to now explain to him what's going on in his psyche. You got to explain to him what he's looking to validate, because as much as we try and protect children who, they have themselves intact, they're still going to have to learn how to navigate YouTube. You know what I mean? Web, what they're seeing, the influence 24/7. They have to know how to hold on to themselves. And we got to explain to them, this is the point where you start to create your psyche. That's what your teenage years are for. You're supposed to be shaping your ego. You're supposed to be creating it. That's why you see kids putting on like different trends, this, that, whatever, because they're trying on different psyches. They're trying on different personas. That is what is happening. So if you're going to try and guide a young person at this point in time, you have to teach them, yo, how do you create your psyche and your ego, what you're going to show to the world, without basically taking your true self out of the picture?
Yeah, that's fly. Hey, y'all
Look at the
dropping
TV
a
show
lot.
The Rock, bro.
They
Remember Rock?
said they trying
Remember
on
Rock
the
was a good
psyche.
dad.
That's powerful.
Rock.
Huh?
Y'all dropping a lot of heat. See, look, that's what we're talking about right there, because essentially, uh, yeah, that's mind blowing, because that's what that video I was showing y'all earlier about. Like, our 7-year-old self, right, is held captive to an idea of the world and to an energy that we've encompassed, if you will. And essentially, it's not on our parents per se. It's on us to become more aware and more understanding of our upbringing and how our parents did instill us with certain ideas or thought forms or belief systems, right? Or the non-belief systems or whatever, that we have to break free from and understand how this world really works. So it's absolutely a beautiful thing when you see it and put it into a whole nother perspective of God, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that work, right? We're not talking about playing around and sitting here and work and falling into a space of just being or not being, you feel me, not being your true authentic self, because you've been jailed in a jail sentence of your mama and them.
That makes me think about my mom when it comes down to Kara, our daughter. Kara is feminine naturally, right? Like, she cares about her hair, she cares about her look. She's a nurturer by nature. She is a smarty pants. She is like just feminine energy. And my mom would tell her, even now, my mom be like, girl, you got to learn how to fight, because girls gonna be hating. Girls gonna be jealous. You better learn how to fight. And at first, y'all, I was like, Ma, don't be telling her that. Don't be, making her feel like da 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 da. But the reality is that may very well be something that she experiences, because she is one, because she has a mother and father at home, and her mother is feminine, her father is masculine.
But
So
that moment was she able to protect herself? It's so like that's a deciding moment in a lot of kids. See, like that's dope that you deciding different, because if she ever do experience it and she able to defend herself rather than flight, and she
yes,
prevails, that confidence build in that point. She ain't gonna never be like them, but she know that now I can go in these places and I don't have to be of them. I can lead them. And if anybody try me, I'm knocking them off.
Exactly.
and that's the
Exactly.
thing. She needs that, because naturally she tries to nurture and care for people. So even with her cousins, I'm like, listen, if your cousin is grabbing on you, she doing this, she doing that, you got to get her up off you. I know she 1 year younger, and you think that you're taking care and you're like a mother figure or big. No, you cannot just accept stuff, because what I've discovered is that the girls that accept that type of behavior, they end up resenting or shaming their feminine nature or their beauty or whatever it is. They end up resenting it because it got them into a lot of jealousy or envy and things like that. So I had to let my mom teach her those lessons. Like, hey, you got to be ready.
Yeah.
So
That's 100%. It's something that I realized where I was like, I never let my hair grow past my shoulders from junior high school onwards. Never, ever, 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 ever. Because nah, bitches want to hate. And I'm the type, I'm going to throw down and I'm going to fuck you up. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't no hair pulling, ain't no, oh, she thinks she all that because her hair is this long. And you know, bop, 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 ain't happening. So just to cut it off, you know what I mean? Just so it's not happening and I'm not getting distracted because I got other shit to worry about and I'm not getting kicked out of school every single time. My hair ain't going past my shoulders, period. So yeah, your daughter Kara, she's gonna need discernment. When kids have love, they need to learn discernment early. Who can I give this full amount to, and who can I not? And it's leadership, like Morris said. She ain't gonna be like them. Maybe she won't have to throw hands with everybody, but she'll know how to put someone in their place with her words right quick. You understand what I'm saying? Right quick. She'll know how to be like, nah, 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 nah. This girl is trying me. Sit down. You understand what I mean? I ain't talking with these girls. I ain't hanging out with these girls. It's shit I had to learn. Where real quick, you know who to fuck with and who not to. And it'd be a thing of you don't even deal with none of this. You take yourself out of it before it even starts to like have a point to root and fester. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not a point of running, because that's one thing I ain't never going to teach nobody and no child. You don't run. You stand your ground. You understand? You learn how to stand your ground and you learn how to deal with what is in front of you wholeheartedly with no problem. So yeah, I'm glad you letting her know because she needs it. Bitches, little girls, they're vicious. Trust and believe they're vicious.
We just did a whole thing about bitches. The breakdown of the word bitch is just a female huntress. You feel me? Female huntress that's out here on the prowl that's ready to go get it. What's up, Ike? Tell me
and
something,
we
Ike.
need that. We need
Ready
that.
to get some food.
We need that for sure.
Exactly. And you want to be that bitch because especially in these particular times, that's what it is. It's about that. See, everybody think what Oshun is just love and light. Nah, she got that bitch in her too. She got that side that goes into another level of chaos. You feel me? What's up, Ike? Tell me something. And we got my bro guy, Rob on here. Rob, you can speak too whenever you get a chance, because you from New York and you dealt with that concrete jungle as well. What's up, Ike?
Something that I'll never forget. I remember I had this coworker. She would like purposely clown her son just to get him used to like kids making fun of her, and like not like in a mean way, but she would just say something silly about his shirt, just so he can like come back at her and stuff like that. Get used to it. So,
yeah, I seen that before. Nah, that's dope. I had seen that before somewhere. Where the dad will score on you so you can be able to take it and be able to, understand that level of genius in the capping game. What's up, Rob? Tell me something.
Yo, what's up? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. I had a situation where my daughter was getting bullied. I think that's what y'all were talking about, right?
Yeah, matter of fact, we didn't even get to the video. Let me try to play this video real quick. We was talking about entitlement. So Yachty, the rapper Yachty, right? His birthday is today as well. He essentially fell into a limbo of essentially letting people use him because he always had it. You feel me? So then he brought in a group of people and Mitch and he was writing their raps. You feel me? He was making beats for them, and essentially he just turned this group and people into famous people just by him doing all the work. You feel me? Behind the scenes, right? I can't even think of the name of the group. It's a group that he built. And he, Nah, it's another group. Well, let me just play the video and let's see if we can figure it out in that stream of consciousness. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Maybe it'll come up on here. My bad. It was Morris had brought up that whole entitlement thing, and then that made me think of this little nigga, Little Yachty. What kind of name is Yachty? Anyway, let's see if we can find it. This is the group right here. He wrote this girl's whole rap or whole thing. He just created her. You feel me? He created this whole group essentially of people.
Ain't no nigga that I trust to knock off the dust. Walker got sack under my arm.
But this ain't the video I want to show y'all. But you know, essentially that's all it really is him feeling. He went on an outrage and a uproar of him feeling like he been being played for so long after he been invested in so many people. And then, you know, he had this 2-parent household type of thing. And you know, if you don't have no worries, right, in the world, then every day is always golden. But there might be people that's out here to use you, right, in a particular way, just based off of them not having it. You feel me? Go ahead, Rob. Tell me something.
Yeah, I mean, that's been happening to melanated people since the beginning of time, right? You create something, and then, you know.
You're right.
And they demo it, you know. That's countless artists, you know.
Yeah.
The artist blows out, it gets big, and they forget about you, you know. They leave you and they go to you know, occasion to start working with them. You know, the thing about melanated people is we've been on a collective spell until we don't have a lot of self-love for ourselves. You know, we've been taught that we're savages, you know, we're ratchet, we're, you know, permanent underclass. You know, in the 80s, folks used to say black men were an endangered species, you know, so all these talking points and messages create thought forms, you know, mind moves matter. So even if Yachty does did create them, and he feels like he's being slighted, that's possibly because of the self-perception of the artist that they have for him, being a dark-skinned, melanated man, you know?
Yeah.
And
now let me stop you right there, Rob. That's beautiful, because that self-love piece is important. With Yachty, not feeling, you know what I'm saying, because these niggas is less than, now he feels like he got to pick him up. You feel me? Hey, I want y'all to feel all this love in this. So now when you are entitled and you do have this particular you know, God energy essentially, and everything always comes to you, you feel like you gotta go save the undercurrent of people that don't have it, right? So then you're saving all these people, and they turn their back on you, and then you feel slighted based off of you not able to see that it's not really about them. It was always about you the whole time.
And that creates a whole narcissistic savior complex. That
right, because you feel unworthy of the gold. You're like, damn, I made it, and I gotta bring these niggas up too. But you really don't gotta bring them niggas up. Fuck them niggas, man. You feel me? So now,
maybe it's his comfort zone though. Maybe that's more so about him in terms of, and I think this is something else that happens with children who, you know, come from his background sometimes. It's that I got it and everything comes easy. So it's the same way where Will Smith was talking about, you know, hard work will beat talent every single time. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, this comes naturally to him. And it's like, the next level of that evolution is what? Because your parents got you to where you're at. You understand what I'm saying? They allowed you that space to basically indulge in your creativity and take it wherever you want to take it. You've taken it to this level now. So now it's about, that's where you're comfortable. So is it a thing of, because you dedicated so much time to that, you didn't dedicate enough time to a social life? So then now it's a thing of who become your friends. Who are your friends when you reach this pinnacle of success, or you have these things? It's like, who now becomes your friend? And I don't know his experience in the industry or whatever, if he has friends. So I think you guys said Mitch or someone is like his day one from like kids, but it's like, who's to say he's just not using him as a comfort blanket? Because now you have to truly do what? Evolve and use your discernment on who's for you and who isn't for you. Can you pick a group of friends who are your equals? Or are you tapping into that narcissistic dynamic, which is truly really your own complex of, I gotta pick these niggas up so they can keep on with me? You understand what I'm saying? Some people will do it out of empathy and love. Like, survivor's guilt is real. But then at the same time, there's the other side of that where it's not survivor's guilt that's pushing you. It's basically, you don't want to be alone, or you don't want to have to evolve in learning how to connect with other people and actually meet people who are on your level. You understand?
Yeah.
Or who might be a little further than you are.
And look, that's fire, Pacho. And look, the group name is, like Flight G5 said, the Concrete Boys. Ha! Chaos in the blood. You know I ain't lying. So,
Out of here.
so he brought these boys up, and the female that's in the group, write their raps, nigga. Make the beats for them, and created a group. And them niggas flaked on his bitch ass right when they became famous. Chaos in the blood bag, because you know
it's what he deserves. It's what he deserves. Nah, fuck out of here. Concrete Boys? What's that supposed to mean?
Hold on real quick, Pacho. I don't know if you can hear Rob. Y'all kind of running into each other. Hold on, am I doing something?
I just want to say that I think as spiritual beings, this is something that Yachty shouldn't even be stressed about, you know, because honestly, if you create something, you know, you got to kind of let it go and let the creation do what it do. It's kind of like he created this group and he's mad that they're not giving him the same exchange of energy he gave them, meaning that he put all this money and this time, this effort, and they turned around and shitted on him. But at the same time, that's just what people do. You know, that's part of the game. You know, people do that. So you got to take that as a loss. It's like you play the stock market, right? You invest in a stock. That stock may not pop. You know, you might do an option play. You know, I've done this and I've lost money, you know.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean every option play you're going to lose money. The goal is, like I think they said Warren Buffett hits like 30% of all the stocks he plays. Like he only gets like a 30% return. But if you compound that over time, you're going to make money. So if he continues to he's already shown and proved that he did this with the City Girls. I know that for sure. He wrote all their raps. So he's created another group, right? He could continue doing this, you know, but putting himself out there, that's personal for him. He's taking it personal. He's making it emotional. It doesn't have to be emotional. He has to shift his emotional mind into a business mind and realize that's just business. He took a loss, keep it pushing. This is something you see people don't do in other cultures because there's no group thing in these other cultures. And that's the problem with melanated people. We all think it's a we, it's a us, it's a group. So if this person in the group doesn't align with me, oh, I'm taking it personal, it's emotional, I'm in my feelings, I'm ranting on Instagram. You ain't never see Jimmy Iovine. You ain't never see, Clive Davis. These music executives crying about losing no artists, and they take losses every day because there's no cultural collective that they bought into. You understand? They just look at it as business. So he has to shift his mindset. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's fly, Rob. That's fly. Nah, that's real too. Go ahead, Pacho, because that's you ridding yourself for the human emotions about this place and understanding that, because I think his strife was they wasn't they just got big headed on him after he riding a rhyme, putting in the work for him and building them up. So he had a whole rant and diatribe on the aspect of not feeling appreciated. You feel me? And like you said, yeah, you got to be that. You got to be in this world just bumbling, stumbling fool essentially, and just kind of keep on moving, just like that Bullet Train Brad Pitt, with him just moving through the zone of genius and uh, not really worrying about, you know, what the outcome might be, but just keep on moving and keep on swimming. You feel me, Dory? Oh, go ahead, Pacho. What you was about to say? Could y'all hear Rob? Could y'all hear that?
I heard him now. Nah, I heard him now. I didn't hear
Okay.
him before, so my bad. And speaking over you, Rob. I definitely didn't hear you before. I would say that coming off of what he just said, I think people don't realize how much business is shadow work. I think people don't realize that yes, business is not quote unquote personal, but in order to divorce yourself of that personal attachment, you have to somewhat, business will show you a lot of the shadow work that you are not aware of in how you take things in terms of competition, building, leadership. It extends you past a certain level of touch and go, or with the Tao. You understand what I'm saying? When they talk about the Tao, it's like the Tao moves on its own.
Yeah.
You understand? You put it into motion and it goes on its own. But at the same time, the way you built it will basically you'll basically know whether it can precipitate or perpetuate on its own. Business is a level of shadow work. It's a real big level of shadow work. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad. That is shadow work. He is showing you the shadow that exists with his poor dad, and the rich dad is the entity that he's trying to transform into. So I think what it is with Yachty is that, from what you guys are saying, because I haven't heard the clip or whatever, this is part of growing pains of creating. Yes, there is an aspect of having to let go, but then this is the thing of, is he now trying to build a business and tenant off of the structures that exist within the music industry? And these were the people closest to you. Did they deserve this in terms of you're giving it to them and they're getting big headed? Why? Because have they had the experience of crafting and being a creator? Where for them, they're probably looking at this as like, yeah, I'm gonna get on, I'm gonna be like a YouTube, you know what I mean? I just got the cheat code. You gave it to people who probably don't understand the level of sacrifice you had to make to be able to write so effortlessly for all of these people. You understand what I'm saying? And then also with that, it's just the thing of, again, his social circle. Were there no creative people maybe you could have given this to? You know what I mean? People who have actually put in the work. Because even with Kodak, he's now talking about none of the people around him give a fuck. It's only because he got money. Nobody truly loves him. That's his, you know what I mean? So it's the thing of both sides.
Yeah, I heard him say that. Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's deep. Because you know, you would have thought the guy wouldn't have known that because they just
Yes, sir. I have a tractor.
Go ahead, Morris. What you say, Morris?
Yeah, I'm looking. Sorry about that, man. They told me about the building. I thought this was it.
No, I think he in the store or something.
He trying to get it. He in something else. Let me turn his thing off, man. Let me turn his thing off. Yeah, family. So now, yeah, no, that's beautifully said. And you know, this is one of them aspects that we're gonna keep on moving into the fold with, and making sure that we understand to the core that this is all about, you know, this internal work, this internal noise, and really reflecting on some of these aspects of us, right, that has to come out and play, but we might be suppressing it based off of trying to be Christian and shit. You feel me? Because Yachty could have simply said, yeah, I'll put y'all on, but shit, we're gonna have to agree to these terms and conditions. You feel me? Sign right here. I need 50%. You feel me? To see the real co-signing when you a rapper and you co-sign people, essentially what's happening is you just telling them, hey, look, I'm gonna put you on based off my energy is hot, and I'm gonna tell them you hot. So now sign this dotted line, and I need 20% of everything that's coming to you. Or now these boys real cutthroat, like Bootsy was saying, I need my 50% from everybody I co-sign. I said, God damn, he just telling niggas, hey, I fuck with them. He letting them wear their chain and shit. You feel me? And then that keeps them hot, right? Because we know this whole thing is about it's a big popularity contest essentially. And nigga, that cosign turns them into stars essentially, and then they can manipulate the money or whatever, right? Yes, sir, family. I love and appreciate y'all, man. I love and appreciate y'all. Somebody said, does Pacho have her own channel? Hey, that's what we talking about, baby. Hey, nah, Pacho.
Yeah, it won't be a public channel. I'm in the works of something. I just gotta tap in with D-Ray and Dream but not public. It will never be public.
No, you can catch Pacho, Dream Wise, Morris, D-Ray Wise every other Friday on the Patreon. I wanted to do it on this Patreon day today live because it was my birthday, so I thought I would just offer y'all a gift where you can see the inner workings of what we do in the Patreon and how we're building and unfolding concepts and ideas so we can tap into the spiritual kung fu and transform for ourselves. So get down with the Patreon. Also, boom, in the Patreon, all the classes, go to the class link. All the classes is $8.23. That's the birthday sale for y'all. $8.23. And you got 4 more hours. It was 8 hours when I sent out that email. You got 4 more hours to get out with that sale. What else we got? That's it. Any of y'all got any other insights? Shout out to you, Rob, for coming on through. Family, go ahead, Rob. You had something to say real quick before we get off of here?
I just want to say happy birthday to you, Trey.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the work that you guys are doing, you and your family, and keep up the good job, man. You are needed and appreciated in the community. So I just want to extend my grace and thanks and honor, man. I hope you have a great day. Ashe.
Yeah, y'all follow Rob also. Rob got a YouTube channel. See, that's what we was talking about earlier. Getting out there and putting it down. So y'all follow Rob on his channel, Rob Blackstorm. Rob Blackstorm. Put your link in the comments, Rob, so they can know where to find you. And my bro guy Morris done exited. He got a TikTok. Morris's TikTok is Chief.
It was Chief Ugo, if I'm not mistaken.
Ugo. Yeah, let me put Morris's. So if y'all want to follow my bro, Chief Ugo on TikTok, y'all go follow Morris as well with his. I was gonna go in. Let me chill out. Yes, up, family. I love and appreciate y'all, man. Love and appreciate y'all. And until next time, Patreon family, peace to the gods.
Peace, fam.
Have a good day.